Hello guys, welcome to Gumps Updates. So yeah, he's finally back. Had to drag his ass literally in here, so it's about damn time he's back. Instead of whenever I feel like it's just going to be weekly, so unless something so important breaks that I gotta break it that day, but it won't be called up Gumps Updates. It'll just be like, yeah, big news or some shit like that. So the first thing is Star Wars. Star Wars images have been released, so we're just going to talk about the things that stood out to us the most, and the one that stood out to me the most was the scene with the girl and the black guy just running from that stormtrooper being shot at. A lot of people were like, yeah, guess what, he's bad. And I'm like, no, I think he's a good guy, because, and they're like, oh yeah, he's wearing a stormtrooper outfit. Han Solo did it? Is he bad? I don't think so. Luke Skywalker did it? Is he bad? I don't think so. So, my theory was correct, he was always good. But he could be like an anti-hero, if you know what I mean. Like, Han Solo wasn't 100% good. It took him a while to be good, so I could see that being him and stuff like that. Another image that surprised me the most was Supreme Leader Snoke, and I heard that he's not what he seems to be. The story behind him is actually that he is a huge Darth Vader fanboy, if you will. Like, he loves him, and his name is now whatever the was something crazy. It was just crazy hearing how complex he is. He's more complex than any villain that I recall, other than like Kingpin from the Daredevil series. He was pretty good. You have to watch the show. If it comes on DVD, you have to watch it. You just have to. You said that about Arrow. You weren't like, oh, I'm not gonna like it, and you're like, you loved it.
Well, I'm not a superhero now, thank you.
He's not like a superhero. He's just basically a human being, but who goes blind.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say C-3PO, because he has one arm red and
Everything else is gold.
everything else is gold.
Because, like, I don't recall the whole the 3 original movies, but I don't recall him losing an arm. I do recall him missing, like, a hand, or he got, like, disemboweled, like, a couple times. He always got put back together. But, you know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going to happen in this new movie, and every time I hear more about it, I'm actually getting more excited. Because I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I do love Star Wars. It's just I'm not, like, a fanboy about it. It's a good movie, except for the newer ones. Beetle, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. What a day. So our next story is going to be Zack Galifianakis. Is he playing the new Lego Joker? There's a lot of emotions hit me when I first heard about this. And is it confirmed? No, he's in talks right now. Zack Galifianakis is in talks about it. Nothing more, nothing less. But what I felt about this, I thought it was pretty big because, like, how in the hell do you make that happen? But, like, you know, I gotta trust these guys, whoever make the Lego movies. But I'm just kind of hesitant right now.
Why?
Just because I can't see his voice matching with that.
Plus, it's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one.
So does Joy Behar.
So what are your thoughts on this?
Is this gonna be Zack, whatever his name?
Galifianakis?
Yeah.
It's okay. No.
First time playing a superhero role instead of acting like a fag or a serious agent.
Like, I get that he's got the comedian tone to it, but it's the
But
fact
can
that
he be serious?
no, it's a comedy. It's an animated comedy.
I know, but can he really pull it off, I wonder?
Yeah, like, it's just the fact of his voice doesn't match that Lego character. I forget his name. Oh, shit. The guy who voices, Batman.
A few moments later.
Shit, he's got the deepest voice in the business, too. Hey, guys. Like, that's how he talks. It's pretty scary. Holy shit, that was actually pretty good what I did right there. Hey, guys. I can't do it now. To our least favorite story of the day, Beetlejuice. I don't recall watching the first one, but like, I did watch it. I just don't remember a whole lot about it.
I remember like most of it.
I was like, what, 8? So I'm gonna have to rewatch it. And I think it was Tim Burton who directed it, but like, I'm not a fan of Tim Burton, and that seemed like his kind of movie. I did not like what I remember. Just a straight up goofy. Like, I get it. Maybe if I watch it now, I'm like, oh my god, this movie's so awesome, right? But from my memory, I haven't watched it in so many years, and it scared the shit out of me as a kid.
It made me
Beetlejuice,
laugh.
Beetlejuice. But yeah, because you're a little older than me, I was like, what, 4? A lot of shit scared me when I was younger. Now that they're making a second one, it came out, what, early 90s, 80s?
Yeah.
Some shit like
Except
that?
they're a little late.
Like you said, too little, too late, and there's some things that should be left alone. Like, I know there's this huge new trend going around. Let's reboot the 80s, guys, or let's make something new. I'm not a huge fan of them, like, doing a new one, but, like, I'm all for it. But Beetlejuice, like, it doesn't have... It has a huge name to it, but it's not as memorable as Ghostbusters. Because I remember when I was younger, I loved Ghostbusters. Like, freaking I basically grew up as the 80s. Like, that's all that was our house. Remember, like, Mom listened to the 80s. She watched the 80s.
Don't remind me.
I'm not a huge fan of this news. I don't think they need to make another one because it's just so late. And what are you going to do now? Beetlejuice gets a job.
Beetlejuice in his revenge, probably.
I don't even remember the movie, so I can't.
I do.
What happens at the end?
The girl saves her family and almost marries him, but traps him in a game, and then happily ever after, yada yada
That
yada.
sounds like a goofy ass movie.
It was funny and creepy at the same time.
But yeah, I'm sorry if you hear that. That's my dog. But anything else you want to add?
Well, let's see. They should keep the movies that were successful in the 80s. They should leave those alone.
Unless it's like a huge successful story that can happen, right? Like,
yes.
like if there's like Flash Gordon, that has a huge story to it. Like, there's multiple things you can do with it. So they're gonna reboot that. I'm okay with that. Not because it's a superhero movie or whatever the hell it is. I don't remember what it is. I did see it. I don't even know. I just know it's a sci-fi movie. But there's so much you could go with that story. Beetlejuice. What are you gonna do? Beetlejuice invades another family. I don't want no more knockoffs. So that's why I'm like a little nervous about the new Ghostbusters movie because it's the same thing. Shut the up! Okay. On to the next story. Our next story is not that much better from the next one, but Ice Age 5 collision course. 5th one already.
Why do you say already?
It's not necessary. They're making it like that, and it like makes me feel old. I grew up on Ice Age. The first 3 I really did like. The 4th one I was like, yeah, there's nothing cool about Ice Age anymore. It was awesome at first. Like, oh yeah, it's the Ice Age. It's something spectacular. But then they start, like, growing out of its roots. It's starting to become something it's not. The 4th one trying to make it like an action film. I'm like, stop. Stop. Yeah, I don't think this is necessary at all, but on a business standpoint, it makes sense because total they made over $2 billion, and as a kids movie, that's like a ching. But I'm not watching it. What do you think?
I don't really know anymore. They should have just left it alone and kept it at with 3 movies.
Yeah, trilogy would have been nice. The 4th one, I can see why they did the 4th one. Like, it had a nice, like, oh yeah, that's when the continents, just like the continental drift theory. And after that, it should have been done. Because the Ice Age is, I'm pretty sure the Ice Age was done after that. No, collision course. But it's not the Ice Age anymore. What, it's gonna be summertime in frickin' North America? Somehow there's an iceberg just chilling out there like, hey, bitch! Oh, there's a story that I did not get to talk about. Make sure you tell me before next week, because this thing's coming out every Friday. He's so excited. What can I say? Encourage him. You know, just encourage him. He likes to be encouraged.
I do not.
Please like, subscribe, and all that crap. Later, and goodbye. So, yeah.
I got one more.
Sorry, I just got a call from Sean. Ruined my fucking video. But, get the fuck out of here!
No!
You know that's going to be the scenes of the video, right? Okay.
No, I don't just need
Yeah, from time to time there are. If there's something worth it.
There's any more of it.
Yes, there is. But yeah, like you said, too little, too late, and